was expecting. I jumped and whirled round to face a doorway I hadn't noticed to my left, blinked, and did that shit all over again. Fucking hell. Are you kidding me? LCK Pound 98's profile picture had been a pale, slim torso, and in our private message exchange, he'd sent me a snap of his full lips, pressed together in a teasing pout. But there'd been nothing else to give away the streak of fey-like beauty that stood before me now. Dark, skinny jeans clung to his long legs, and a ripped vest hung from his slender frame, showing swathes of milky skin, all set off by piercing blue eyes. A ton of weathered leather bracelets and sandy hair tied into a messy knot at the nape of his neck. Long hair was my kryptonite. Damn, did I dream him? Okay, so you're not a talker. The young man leaned on the doorframe and twirled an escaped lock of hair around an elegant finger. That suits me. Do you want to come in or do this in the hallway? What? You're here for a blowjob, right? We said 50 quid, but looking at your flashy skids, I might have to raise my prices. Reality kicked me in the nuts, clawing me back from wherever my renegade imagination had been about to take us. I dug deep for my apathetic hookup mask and plastered it on my face. Charge me whatever, I don't care. Definitely rich then? Does it matter? Not to me. I ain't gonna rob you, mate. I ran my gaze over his slight frame again and sneered a little. I'm not worried about that. Then you're an idiot. Now, are you coming through or getting your dick out right here? Getting sucked off in the dilapidated hallway didn't ring my bell, so I followed him through the door he'd emerged from, into a bedroom far cleaner than anywhere I'd seen since I got out of my car. There wasn't much to it. A bed, a chair, and an artfully placed mirror. But the normality of it eased some tension, even if the soft light from the single lamp drove me to pull my baseball cap further down my face. Relax. The young man appeared in front of me, close enough that I could smell the cigarettes he'd clearly tried to mask with toothpaste. You can keep your hat on for a blower, you know. Thanks, I said dryly. You want me to pay you first? Obviously. 75, wasn't it? I rolled my eyes. This kid was good, but I was too intrigued by him to haggle. I pulled a folded bundle of notes from my back pocket and passed him 250s. Call it 100 and skip the small talk. Is there anyone else here? No, I'm all alone. If you were thinking of mugging me, I'm not. I gestured to my belt. I want you to suck my dick. And fuck if it didn't feel amazing to say that shit out loud. Liberating. Sometimes it seemed like my sexuality was nothing but a demon dancing around my brain, reminding me every 10 minutes that I was living the worst kind of lie. But in moments like this, it was real. I was real. The young man leaned closer still. I wondered for a heart-stopping moment if he would kiss me, but of course he didn't, and my virgin lips mourned his mouth as he bent his neck to look down at my crotch. He reached for my belt and began to undo it. My breath caught in my throat, and an age-old battle warred within me, to make him stop, or to put my hands on him to urge him to go faster, to cram my cock into his mouth before I lost my nerve, or He glanced up. What? I shook my head. Nothing. Something flashed in those big blue eyes, but was gone before I could decipher it. He looked down again and freed my belt from the buckle, and then he unbuttoned my jeans, pushing them down my hips. I'll say it again, he whispered. You really aren't what I was expecting. No, I choked out. Your Grindr name is Perignon 55, so I figured you'd, be 55. I'd sent him a couple of pics of my body, so I was kind of offended he'd picked me for an extra quarter century, before I remembered we were talking about Grindr. My pictures were genuine. I can see that. Cold air hit my dick, and I realised my underwear had joined my jeans stretched around my thighs. I recognise your cock. That a good thing? Fuck yeah. It's so pretty down here.